go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't like pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, is belief. We'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 you got a mind, but even that can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a pain, and you find a door. Open it up, and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 still go, 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 slow, still go, go, there's no hope, still go, I never answer to no, I still go, go.
Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
That's weird. Let's take this out of here. I don't know if I like the circle thing. I don't know if I like that circle thing here. Hold on, let's fix this up real fast. We have an interesting show tonight. The circle thing's weird. Let me just fix this. I can't get jiggy with this. Why did I do the circle thing? What's this about? Can we do this? Let's get rid of this guy. Even though he's going to be a part of the show tonight. Okay, now where am I at? Hello. Really? I'm way down there? What the frig? No. Hold on, man. Hold on. We're starting to show off weird. I don't like this circle crap. Logo overlay. What's going on here? Now I was messing with it earlier. What in God's name? Hold on here. Speaker view. I don't know. Whatever, man. I guess I don't know what the hell I did. Is it right here? Sorry, we're starting the show off out of control. Sorry about that, guy. Here we go. Actually, here it is right here. Here we go. Now we're back. Now we're back. Now we're cooking with grease, people. Now we're cooking with grease. I'm sorry. It was bothering me. All right. That was bothering me more than some moron calling the FBI on me because of a YouTube comment. That's right. You heard it. A lady from the green team, the lady who edited the photos with Justice for Nobody, that Nancy Grace said, yeah, I'm not keeping this shenanigans on my channel, decided to contact the FBI because of a YouTube comment that I left. Was it a bad YouTube comment? Was it something they should investigate? No. This is comical and gross and sick at the same time. Do I mind it? No, because I can clown them. But we have to understand these are true crime YouTubers who cover cases of missing children. This lady thought it would be a good idea, and she thought she was doing the world justice by contacting the FBI because I left a YouTube comment. Now, what is going to come behind this is nothing short from God himself and the karma that was thrown my way. This lady happens to reside 16 miles away from my house. Why is that important? Well, if you know about this person, and I'll surely refresh your memory on this. This was the lady who does the editing of the photos. I like to go on the scene with wifey. I like to do boots on the ground. I like to do field trips, if you will, for the subscribers. Now, allegedly, this person did shenanigans in Missouri, and we have lots of receipts. Lots and lots of receipts to show you guys for your viewing pleasure. But she left Missouri for a warrant and resides 16 minutes one way. I think it's important that now that the FBI is investigating me and everything, I think it's important that I go to Staples, print out some photos, if you will. Now, what's interesting about this is I like to do field trips, and I've been like, this is like you can't even. Please hold. So we like to go to Staples and print out pictures and stuff like that for YouTubers. This is nothing short of what I haven't done in the past. The problem is these tragedy pimps, they're so far away. They're so far away. But when you do shenanigans and you're 16 minutes away, well, what happens? You have warrants out for your arrest. I'm going to go to Staples and do lots of printing. And I'm going to be passing them around to members of my community, in search of you. Because you have a warrant, And the irony of the things this lady has said about Chris and Katie Proudfoot are disgusting, are very disgusting. And, I can talk to Chris. I can call him right now if I wanted to. You know what Chris would probably say to me? Matt, don't do that. Don't, it's not even worth it. Don't do it. As far as me and Katie go, don't do that. But hey, man, that's why I'm not calling Chris. But this is the second time that a YouTuber has called the FBI on this channel. Ironically, the other person we're going to talk about briefly tonight, No Thanks Investigates, canceled tragedy pimp Doug, also called the FBI to any of my old OGs. He called the FBI in sense of a joke to the TBI line, or the TBI, not the FBI, but in a sense of a joke about something with me and Don Wells. It's not a prank phone call line. It's not Jerky Boys. It's not something for clicks and views. They're those. Why would you waste resources? But these are the true crime YouTubers who will tell you that how they know that Chris and Katie are guilty. People, do you want to see the comment that's really caught? You cannot make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up, right? So what I'm going to do tonight is just review all of this. Show you guys everything with receipts, how we always do it. I'll show you how we are and how we got to where we're at. And We're also going to review Marlena, that other moron, and a little bit of Doug on TikTok, because just like I was saying about Doug has been canceled for years actually over here on the streets of YouTube. Now, as of recent, he's gone to TikTok, right? And he's been doing shenanigans over there, right? These grifters, these tragedy pimps, these scammers, these frauds, they always carry their same behavior to other communities, to other platforms, and whatever have you. He got into with these women over there, and somebody told them, hey, look into that guy, no bueno. And I'm very happy to have been to assist these women, because when they typed his name in YouTube, guess who came up exposing all of Doug? Who's got two thumbs and exposed Doug? This guy. So they contacted me, right? And I was telling them, hey, this guy is a real dirtbag. And I was happy that my videos assisted somebody on TikTok, right? So I jumped on panel the other day, on TikTok, to speak to their community about this guy. And sure enough, Doug with the mass reporting. I'm not too familiar with TikTok. I'm not a TikToker. I don't make TikToks too much. I don't like the system that's in play there for the reporting system. I love YouTube's reporting system, right? These tragedy pimps think that you can mass report somebody and that's going to do something. It doesn't matter if there's a million reports on a video, right? If you're not saying anything or doing anything to break the rules, it doesn't matter if there's 4 million reports. It's just the way that it goes. These tragedy pimps, though, these people, their egos, they get butt hurt, and they think that YouTube cares about their ego, right? YouTube doesn't care about their ego. YouTube cares about people breaking the rules, right? So I like the process here on YouTube. I'm not familiar with it on TikTok, but I posted on my community yesterday that I overcame his reporting, right? He reported it even when I was live, right? And I'm proud to say, people, once again, we have absolutely destroyed one of these people with their reporting issues. How many times have you seen on my community wall, appeal one, overturned, appeal one, strike removed, bam, bam, bam. We're undefeated over here. It's what we do, and I'm very happy to have done that, because Doug does not want what I have to say over there on TikTok, because he's been hiding over there like a chameleon. He's been getting away. He's been scamming, doing his thing, right? Nobody on YouTube's over there, right? So he's very afraid of what I have to say and what truth that we have, but really not me. What this panel and what these women have to say. I think we're one subscriber away from 20,000. I think so, but let's get to the comments. Yes, before I checked here, I'm at 20,000. Woo! I just checked it out. That's crazy. Never in a million years, man. That's really crazy, man. That is that's out of control. I never in a million years thought we would have 20,000 subscribers over here. Man, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody. We did it, people. 20,000 strong.
About to be under by 1 in 3 seconds.
What's up, Rhonda? What's up, John B? What's up, Krama? Glitters, hello. So I will show you guys about this Lady Freedom. I will show you all this. This lady has a really bad record. Really bad record. Bad. And there's a lot of irony in here. We'll get there when we get there. Let me read you guys' comments first. What's up, Katie? What's up, Lisa? Lisa Rowe. Unnamed True Crime. Heck, she said she was reporting me to the FBI too, and I didn't do anything but receive an email. I mean, what is that even real? Like,
if they have an active warrant, all the fucking bad.
It's crazy. What's up, TRPPs? She is weird, absolutely. Will be what's happening, but you know what? Seth is always in that lady's chat. I don't know what that means. I think that Seth has horrific choice of people to. He's got a horrific outlook on I don't even know the words to put. She's crazy, John B says. Oh, she's crazy. We're going to get into it tonight. I have a lot of receipts, and she's probably going to get really mad at this live. But this live was never meant to be done. I never ever planned to A, do a Lady Freedom live, and B, go to where she resides and possibly, allegedly, and for educational purposes, hand out flyers when I'm live to members of my community, which we, just so you understand, we're going to do that. We're going to do that, right? 100%, 1,000%. It's like, consider it done. But, you know, you should not have said that you're going to call the FBI on me. Just the very fact, the spitefulness in that, and the fact that you're trying to, like, do this, yeah, we have to go now. And, but this was never planned, this live here. So she did this all to herself, people, because you're reading comments, and I'm sorry that you don't like my comment. Don't, you know, get over it. You don't get to report it to the FBI. How dumb is that? These are your true crime detectives. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh yeah, field trips are coming. Yeah, so I'm telling you, I have been literally reported, I think in total 3 times by 3 different creators. Twice the TVI didn't share do it. I believe it's 3 times.
We've been reported so much you probably want to.
Shauna, 11 months. Like, she was middle before the green, got a full horde of a channel. Her mods went berserk. She was the middle. Okay. Yeah, but I've been watching, and Sean is always in chat over there. Or maybe they're old. Doug, LOL. Yep. I'm doing. How about you? So yeah, I did script. YouTube doesn't even care about the money. Way too many clients. Hey y'all, these clowns keep clowning. Yep, they've clowned themselves on this one, people. What's up, Sussbusters? Thank you, Winter. I appreciate all you guys. The congratulations coming in. Thank you, man. That is a big, a huge accomplishment. I never, ever, ever. I'm telling you. Gotta remember, I started this channel talking about my prison experiences, things that happen inside of prison, the correction officers, the gangs, you know, the journey that I had, you know, when I was out there on the streets making fast money, when I was out there breaking the law, you know, because it's a taboo subject, and you only get to hear it like in the movies and stuff. But there's a home for it, and there's communities for it here on YouTube. I was part of that community for some time. I built this channel, but never in a million years did I think that I would get 20,000 people. If you put that in perspective, it's kind of a lot. I was just at a hockey game last night, right? They won 6-1, right? The stadium that I was at last night is the Hertz Center.
I'm uploading videos and stuff.
Wifey's uploading some videos about it. I'm gonna go see Cat Williams in a few months. I think that stadium houses a little over 20,000 people. So just think about that. That's a lot of people, right? And that's awesome, man. It's awesome. Hopefully, you know, maybe we'll see 30. Who knows, right? Who knows? Hopefully. I appreciate each and every one of you, though. I really do. But I want to explain how we got here, right? Take some more comments first. Holy shit. Shelby Lynn, 1999. Thank you so much, Mama. Someone said Canvas and Crimes in here. Did I see that? Wow. Thank you, Canvas and Crime. So what is the thank you for? Did I miss? Yes, I did miss. Canvas and Crime. Again, Mama, thank you so much. Gifted 5 memberships. Y'all check her out. Canvas, please do me a favor and drop your link to your channel. Y'all check out her channel. She makes good art. True crime channel. She makes serial killer art, and also her website. And she's very generous. She's canvasandcrime.com. Exactly what it is. Please support her. Please show her some love. I wouldn't steer you wrong, people. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I'm telling you who to support.
Awesome person. We spent an entire weekend together. Absolutely adore her.
And if you got a membership, please say thank you to her. Okay, so what's up, Annabelle? How you doing? Up and coming. Love y'all. Yes. There it is right there on the screen, guys. There it is on the screen. 187 like. Please, everyone hit the like. Yeah, 1,000%. We get a lot of. There's 603 people in here. Is there only 200 likes? Is this real? Man, I got so many hate watchers. It's unreal. I don't know what Discord they share my stuff in. I don't know what's going on, but reach out and touch that damn like button, man. It's out of control, people. So let's do something. Let's show you guys. Huh?
I just made a joke to myself.
So let's show you guys this, man. This is out of control, people. You can't even make this shit up, right? This is where we're at. Like, I'm gonna be happy handing these flyers out to this lady, and she's gonna be big mad. She gets really mad, this one here, right? But let's have a look-see at how we came to this part. We're gonna do Lady Freedom, and then we're gonna do Marlena, and then we're gonna do Doug. That's the plan, okay? Let's have a look-see. Let's learn together, right? So Lady Freedom decides it would be a good idea, right? Let's have a look. Now, what exactly was the FBI called for, huh? What exactly did the FBI get called for? Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see. So, here we go. So as you can see on the screen, it says, at White Boy Radio, is she hiding in Fort Myers? Now, there's a channel called Minus a Penny, right? I didn't even get the notification that they commented back to me, but they did. They said, "Can you please send me your email? Thank you, Miss a Penny." Now, I have not a clue who. Wait a minute, what's happening here? Can y'all see? Oh shit, what's happening with this? Try sharing your screen. Restart your browser. This continues to be a problem. Can you guys hear me? Hello? One in the chat if you can hear me. I don't see. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to see. So, hold on. No problem. So, what about now? Can you see? Can you hear? One is yes, right? Give me a yes or no. My bad. A yes or a no. Your video isn't showing, but you are. That's awesome. Yeah, but now okay. Now you're all good. Thank you, TRPP. All right, so she writes this. Now, let me show you how the green team, how shit rolls downhill and you just don't say anything, be quiet and let it stir, right? I'll explain all this. So I did write this comment. It's because this person, Minus a Penny, made a video about this person, Lady Freedom, right? Lady Freedom raw narrative. I have no idea who Minus a Penny is. No idea who this creator is, but I left this comment. Now, this person is so butthurt, Lady Freedom, that I said this. This is literally why she called the FBI. What you have on your screen, okay, is why she did it. Now let's read the post. I was planning on going live tonight so we could talk true crime, but it seems like I have some psychotic people who are trying to find out where I live. I was sent this comment White Boy left on Minus a Penny, aka Grace Gavel's channel. Who is White Boy? Why does he like to pick on women and try to find out where I live? I'm not hiding, I'm right here. I am reporting to the cyber stalking division of the FBI along with Minus a Penny. I guess she didn't tell you in her email that I have 2 active reports on Penny, aka Grace's Gavel. Terry Lynn, forever Nikki's mom. I have no idea what any of that means. I will not be stalked or bullied. I do not fear you. I pity you. The law is on my side, and I will continue to add anyone silly enough to participate. Fuck around and find out you fucked with the wrong one. I will try to get at least 1 video out. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Now watch how comical this gets. So I say, is she hiding in Fort Myers? Right? But wait, there's more. So she decides to put my description of my channel in there. Wait, there's more. I don't know what that is. Is that it? Okay, so that's it. Now, okay, people. So the law's on her side, she says, right? Now, she's an outstanding citizen, right? An outstanding citizen. People in the chat, would you call the police or make a report if you had an active warrant? Who thinks I'm going to get arrested for leaving this comment? Who thinks I'm going to get arrested for leaving? Is she hiding in Fort Myers? Is it a anti-Semitic comment? Is it a hateful comment? It is a terroristic comment. It is what is this comment? Is she hiding in Fort? It is nothing. It's just a comment. But the law's on my side and all this other stuff. Lady, you've been doing shenanigans for a long, long time. A long time. And the law is not on your side. You see, the difference between me and you is I started my YouTube channel out telling the internet about my prison experience. Why didn't you? Why didn't you? You know why you didn't? Because you're like a lot of these tragedy pimps. You didn't do it because you have crimes on children and stuff like that. Indecent exposure. Manslaughter. Oh, we have receipts, people. I'm about to show you it all. But this person is going to tell you that Chris and Katie Proudfoot, who have been charged with nothing, the police say there's no foul play. They will tell you that there's a massive conspiracy of all the things that they're doing and how they're going to go. Let me just show you and remind people, who is this lady? Who is this lady? Raw Narrative, whatever the hell she calls herself. Who is this lady? Let's have a look-see, because this video here I'm about to show you should absolutely catch everybody up to speed on who this grifter is. Just think justice for nobody when you're watching this, and think Nancy Grace. Let's do this shit again. Hold on. Stupid ass shit. I want to do this, man. All right, I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to restart it because I don't know why it's doing this, but here we go.
What's what and how they're looking at things.
And if there's any new video, forward it to them.
Please.
Yeah. Security footage is really like a game changer.
This image was sent to me and I decided to do some further enhancements on it. So here's one shot where you can see Mr. Foot carrying something, but upon closer review and more enhancement of the photo, this is what I see now.
You guys got sound now, correct? Well, I paused it, but so.
I guess not really yet.
Okay, yeah. So what I did is I went to screen share it, and the sound wasn't playing, so I ended it, and then I restarted the screen share. I'm just reminding you who this person is before we get into this treacherous receipt, people. The law is on my side, she said. The law is on my side, she said, right?
To be Katie, Chris, and Sebastian. They're carrying Sebastian. It looks to me as if Chris is carrying Sebastian in either a blanket or a bag, I see a blanket just because of the way the black shape is formed, and it looks like he's carrying him like a baby, and Katie is standing behind him or walking with him. The reason I think this is because when I was enhancing the photos, I could see the differences in the appearance of what looks to me to be a human face. And it looked to me like it was actually a human arm that was draped over the person who was carrying the black blanket, or the perceived person in the black blanket. But here's an example of what I saw. Here you can see the differences and enhancements, and as I enhanced each photo, you can tell.
So this is the lady that did the edited photos for Justice for Nobody, right? This is the lady who has said really nasty things about Chris and Katie Proudfoot with zero proof, right? Obviously, this video has been debunked by everybody. I'm pretty sure. Like, is this when the green team like kind of extra out a little bit, or they turned on her a little bit? Yes or no in the chat? Because when the edited photo started to get really exposed of how this was a crock of shit, right? But this is where Justin got it from, guys. This is why Nancy Grace took it down. This is yours. This is who did it, right? Yeah, exactly. Well, the light video too. Oh my God, with that guy Mob Crew. But this lady and her I don't know what the hell she's talking about. This lady's talking about I'm attacking women and I who know, I have not a clue what the hell she's saying, right? Listen, man, if you are a tragedy pimp, you are a scammer, man, you're not safe over here. I don't care about gender, any of that, right? So I don't know what that's about, right? The thing is, this lady is claiming she's calling TBI. She's said on her own post, she called the FBI on me, right? For a YouTube comment that said, is she hiding in Fort Myers? It's a comment that I left on another channel, right? Another channel. It's not hers. How am I stalking her? This is the only video live that I've ever done. I've never even talked about this person. The comment that I left is not even on hers. I'm not cared about your fraudulent FBI. Your fraudulent FBI call, report. I hope it backfires and they arrest you, right, for wasting their time. I really do. And who are you? Who are you to even talk about Chris and Katie? Who are you? Lady, you're a dirtball. You're a dirtball. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Just a little bit of a look-see. Now, before we go to this treacherous part of the live, I think there's two things I want to show you guys. Maybe I get a quick little bit of a laugh real fast. And then, because we're about to go into like, whoa land, right? Let's have a look-see real fast. So the first one is going to be this. Because there are some people who have like Trump derangement out there. This is not a joke. They gathered to scream at Donald Trump through their vaginas. These are the people who want to control the government and teach your kids. This would be, I don't know if this is real or not, but I thought, I definitely could see some people doing this. And I got a little bit of a chuckle about this. I think it's comical. I think this is funny. But how do we get out of here? There it is. Now the next one is this. This I thought was really funny. I posted this on my Twitter. I said, "Who did this?" Laughing faces. This is a post supposed to be from At Night, and it has to do with the reward money somebody made. I don't know who did this. It's funny as hell though. The post says, "Does anyone think At Night ever intends to pay the reward out with these requirements?" And it says, You have to render the information to private at night. They have to deem the information as satisfactory. The information leads to the geolocation of Sebastian. At least one person must be arrested in connection to the disappearance. All people arrested have to be convicted. All those people must be sentenced. 3 years must elapse after sentencing. All appeals must be exhausted. There must be no outstanding motions for retrial, pardon, or clemency. The board of directors, Nick and Hong, must deem that there are no extraordinary circumstances. You must submit a sworn affidavit that you didn't provide the information to anyone else except at night. And then number 12, a third-party contractor must declare that the information is untainted by any omissions or misrepresentations contractor. I think there's actually even more than that. I don't know, but I thought it was comical. All right, guys, this is ugly. This is ugly, and we have to get through this together, okay? But we must get together through this, guys, because I have somebody on here actively claiming that they called the FBI over a YouTube comment that I left, and we must talk about who this person is. Who are these people helping Sean? Who are these people defaming and bashing Chris and Katie on every night on their lives? Who are these people? I don't know who these people are. I don't even know who Lady Freedom is. I have actually heard about her in the past, right? I actually have. I actually heard. I didn't know, though, she did the shenanigans with the picture, okay? If I'm keeping it a buck. But before I read all this stuff, before we get through all this stuff, let me hit the comments, because you're about to learn who this person is. After we get through this live, or this part of the live, you will probably ask yourself, what in the hell is she saying anything about Chris or Katie Proudfoot for? That I promise you, probably you'll tell yourself. Her eyebrows. Yes, this is the picture with the eyebrows. So let me read this, guys. What's up? Make a sandwich. I think I reposted your original. Was that it? TRPP, was that was from you? Lisa, did I say hi? All right, guys. Look in the chat. Love y'all. What's up, Truth Seeker? I see a lot of my ex team in here. Y'all are the shit. That actually did happen, I believe. Okay, gross. Okay, all right, guys. So what's up, Shay B? What's happening? All right, yeah. So in this picture, her eyebrows are all like shaved off. I have no idea what this is. I'm not sure if this is the arrest for indecent exposure or not, or the one for child neglect or whatever else. We'll get through all this, right? Now, Chris and Katie, to my understanding, never had running around naked. Or also Chris and Katie Proudfoot, I don't think. Now, despite what the Green Team says, with their conspiracies and all, factually and receipt-wise, Chris and Katie never had any hurting a child. Okay? Now, I can't say the same for Lady Freedom's narrative. However, let's get into these receipts. FBI, if you're watching this, look, I'm sorry about the comment. Now, but I think after this live, I'm going to have to do a report, because I'm actually afraid of this lady. Like, the record is worse than mine, FBI, okay? So I'll be doing a report too, okay? Okay? I'll be doing a report. But let's get through this, guys. Let me jump over here on this phone. I mean, FBI, there's manslaughter and everything, okay? I'm scared for my life. Okay, I'm scared for my life. So let's get into this, guys. Holy shit. Are you guys ready for this one? This people, Green Team, call the FBI on me. Overcome it. Now, this is who called the FBI. So, what is this one here? This one says, indecent exposure. Yes, bingo. Ding, 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 ding. Actually, hold on. We got this over here now. Where are we at? Here we go. Okay. Let's go this one. Indecent exposure. Okay, so indecent exposure was done on total bond $200 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Whoa. Okay, I don't know. Let's just keep it moving. I'm gonna have to switch this and switch the phone at the same time. Okay, so that's the one with picture with the eyebrows and stuff. Holy crap. So next we have judgment entered, judgment 2. We have father to pay GAL fees of $500, mother to pay GAL $825, but for what? Father to pay. So this is like court receipts on what they got to pay as far as, oh, the other mother, gotcha, because they lost custody, gotcha. Amount to judgment released. So just financial stuff, blah, 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 blah. Good, I didn't even move out of here, which I don't need to. So let's go to, what's this one say over here? Okay, we'll skip out of that. All right, that's a lawsuit. I guess they couldn't pay their mortgage or whatnot. So the boyfriend, this is interesting. So the boyfriend claimed to be a police officer. And as you can see, Springfield man pleads guilty to assault, falsely impersonating a police officer. Now, attacked the victim with a knife, claimed to be police officer, will serve 5 years in prison. Now, why is this important? Well, Lady Freedom pretends to be a real estate agent. Okay, she pretends to be a real estate agent. I'm very unclear of why exactly she impersonates the real estate officer, FBI. But I think that the reason she does it is because, so I don't think she really, now, even though you can clearly see these receipts, people, right? Lady Freedom will say, well, what had happened was everybody is being a bully. What happened was everybody has it wrong. Everybody has it wrong, and everybody is actually, I'm the victim. Actually, they're being bullied so bad, okay, that my real identity is this, and like picking this poor other innocent woman out who, and then she's impersonating to be a real estate agent. Listen, people, if she was a real estate agent, you're not going to see too many real estate agents covering true crime, right? Because they have careers, right? They have, they don't need to be on the internet, right? And most real estate agents, right, can pay their mortgage, right? And this is not a dig to the everybody has like financial hardships, right? So I'm not like digging at her for that, right? But I did get a lot of receipts, so I will have to show everybody. But here you have 5 years in prison, manslaughter. Now, another thing before we move on, guys, you have this lady on the internet every single night talking about how Chris and Katie possibly unalived their son. Okay, the thing about this is, like, I mean, do you really need me to say anything more? Do you see the complete contradiction here? There's no foul play according to the police in Sebastian Rogers' case, right? There was foul play with which was on the screen, though. There was definitely foul play when her man. It wasn't a parody when you see me put the wig on and stuff. No, it wasn't a parody with this guy. He acted like a police officer and stabbed the dude 5 times, right? So, but guys, look, Chris and Katie are very bad, right? Don't look over here. Look over there. It's Chris and Katie are the bad people, guys. Guys, Chris and Katie are the bad people. It's all a mirage. Oh, we're just getting warmed up. Keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Now, guys, this is the person who called the FBI on me leaving a comment. Now, as we're proceeding, we have some more here, some more judgments. Let's have a look see. Let's have a look see. A little bit of a look see. Guardian and Litham shall have money judgments against petitioner and respondent for the amount fees owed as the set. Okay, what is this exactly? This exactly would be. I'm unsure if this is a lawsuit or if this is the child support section. I'm unsure. We'll get there though. Oh, here's another one. Another one. Now this one's going to be for Lady Freedom having. So this is okay, guys. So the other one with the eyebrows was indecent exposure. This one's only for endanger welfare of a child. Okay. Now, so again, guys, Chris and Katie Proudfoot, right? They definitely, right? Definitely did something to Sebastian. Now, we don't have any proof of all this or anything like that, right? But the police have no foul play of this, right? But in Lady Freedom's perspective of things, they probably endangered Sebastian, right? Maybe his welfare and whatever have you, right? However, right, factually wise, receipt wise, in the contradiction here, people, right, is she did that her very self. It's almost as if you're watching this and learning this, right? It's almost as Lady Freedom is pretending that as she's projecting towards Chris and Katie, it's almost like she's projecting what happened in her own life and her own timeline with her own boyfriend and man, and she's pretending that this is what's happened to Sebastian. It's like a fairy tale, if you will. It's like a fairy tale. But this is the person calling FBI on a comment. On a comment. Now, people, I'm going to have to go by Staples, and we're definitely going to have to get some of these mugshots printed out because I'm going to have to let the people in the community know what's happening here. Now, would it be a dick move to do all this for nothing? Has she been sentenced for all this and all this? Yeah, I'm sure she has. But the problem is you keep seeing Missouri, 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 Missouri. Why is she in Florida? Well, we're going to get there, people. It's like a fairy tale, guys. It's like a fairy tale. Let's continue. So Freedom, plaintiff appeared in person, pro se, defendant appeared in person, 2-hour visits. Oh, this is when she did Stage. Why is it going so slow? So why can't I see myself?
I did. They said last night.
All right, I lost internet completely. Whoa, is it still muted? Hello. All right. So I always see you. All right, we're here. What is this? W. Okay. Anyway, let me get rid of this. We don't need this. Hold on, guys. Oh shit! I need to do this real fast. Hurry up. Memberships. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, let's get rid of this now. Let me know if you get a membership. Okay, yeah. So that was totally my bad. That was on us. The internet. Hey, sometimes it does that. We have a big problem with the internet.
They said next time to restart it from the inside, and I can do that, but
To what?
I have to go log into the modem to reset it, and so I can't.
You gotta listen. I'm gonna call them tomorrow because you keep forgetting to call them, and I hate when that happens. No. Well, yeah. Start from the inside. What are you talking about?
I have to log in, and they said to reset it and completely from inside the modem if it happens again, and so I can't do that while you're live. Therefore,
all right.
When you get
off, all right. Anyway, let's continue where we're at. Penny, what's up? This is all your fault, Penny. Is this you? Is this the Penny she's crying about with the FBI? All right. We didn't lose too many people. We're back. Listen, guys, if it's the first time you're watching, it does this a little bit. Where I live at, there's horrendous internet. I don't know why, man. I don't know what's the problem with the internet over here. It's not like my internet. I'm talking about like where I live at. Like local politicians and stuff, they run on that, right? They run on like promising to fix the internet problem and stuff. But I had internet for a while, and there was a problem with the company. No, it was really good. Wifey changed it. I didn't want her to because it as shitty as the company was, the internet was decent. It didn't do this. So anyway, my point is, man, if it ever does this when you're watching, just don't go nowhere. Because what happens is the internet went out just now, and what I did is I hotspotted it. It just takes a second for everything to fall in place. But we're back. I don't remember what I was sharing, so we're just gonna go back there and share that. So we're at Lady Freedom, this nutcase, okay, who called the FBI over a YouTube comment. Now, this is the lady who is telling you Chris and Katie is bad. This is the lady who's telling you Chris and Katie hurt her kids, their child. This is the person telling you that Chris and Katie, may have unalived their child. Now, the police don't say that. Law enforcement's not saying that. Lady Freedom saying that. But it's ironic that she's done these things. It's very ironic.
So are you on me or are you on the internet?
What?
Are you on my hotspot or are you on the internet?
I'm on I am on mine.
Your what? Your hotspot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was trying to hurry up and do it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So, what's up, Miss Joanne? Summer girl. Summer. What does it say? Vicky says, "Hey Matt, hope you're well. I think it's sad that they're attacking all of the family members. I hope he's found soon. The families need closure. I can only imagine the pain. Hello, wifey." Very good comment, Vicky. Thanks for the membership. Penny, I'm just joking, but I think I left a comment on your video, and that's exactly why this whole live and what I'm talking about. Good video, by the way. This is why we're here. Was that you? I was just asking. No problem. No problem. It's all Penny's fault. What's up, Trust Jesus? Yes, it's me. I got you in all sorts of trouble. Hey, not a problem. What's funny though, I'm glad that you're here because I know she's watching. Let me get rid of this. What's funny is I didn't even see the notification that you said send me an email. And where can I go? And in this person's head, the conspiracies started building. The conspiracy. This person thought, Lady Freedom thought that there's a massive, like conspiracy between me and Penny. Right. All I did was leave a comment. Right. I hadn't even seen the notification that they wanted to reach out or whatever have you. Okay. Right. And who cares if I had seen it and did reach out? It still doesn't give you the right to do some lies. Like, what did you say to the FBI? It says that she's still hiding in Fort Myers. Like, what is the FBI going to do? Are they going to investigate my comment and look at this video that she made? Like, what is there, lady? Nothing. Like, what are you doing? But it's a big gaslit projection fuck shit pile of fuck shit, right? Here's the comical part about this, guys, before we go back to the receipts. It's the green team, right? So guess what? Josh from the lab, right? He starts tweeting on X. He's like, white boys stalking the woman. I left one comment on somebody's video. But here he goes. White boy stalking a woman on white boy stalking somebody, and then the retweets start happening. And I'm like, and I'm sitting back like, oh, this is fucking awesome. Like, you can't even make this up. Like, please, more interaction, more traction, right? Come on, let it build up a little bit more. So when I do my live, they could see it was a comment. But so people, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. So let's go back to these receipts, okay? Penny, good to somebody drop Penny's channel link, because basically Penny has a small channel, no dig. I'm not King Kong over here. I'm not huge. Smaller channel, in case you may be searching for it when you're trying to find it. Small channel that's kind of been exposing this person, Lady Freedom, right? And I'm guessing here and all, but Lady Freedom really hates Penny for the exposure. So when she sees my little comment over there, which basically said, is she hiding in Fort Myers? This lady loses it. Cannot deal with the fact, right, that this little channel over here that's really hurting her feelings a little bit now has somebody who has a little bit of a voice. Not saying that Penny doesn't have one. What I'm saying is number-wise or whatever. Here comes white boy. Whoa, I don't want him talking about it. I think I'll call the FBI. What is this? But this is your true crime detective. This is your people who this person's gonna solve the case, actually. What's up, Trust Jesus? What's happening, dude? You can't make this up, bro. All right, let's go back over here, y'all. Trust Jesus, long-time mod of mine, long-time supporter of mine, and doesn't have any of this stuff on his record. I love them. Good peoples. So here goes another one, guys. Now this one, I don't know what this one is. So we did the indecent exposure. Indecent exposure. We did the what was the thing about the kid? I'll have to go back real fast. But now this one's going to be for this is another indecent exposure. Wait a minute, guys. There's two of them. Hold on a second. Let's recap this. Wait a minute. What's happening here, guys? So here is the one for, let's get the facts right. Oh, wait, let me do this. Hold on, because this is the shit right here. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Now we're cooking with grease. So endangering the welfare of a child is this one. Okay. Now, going back, there is two of them, people. There's two of them. This is one somebody said in the comments. Look at the eyebrows in this picture. You can clearly see there's a black tank top on. And this is right here where the mouse is, indecent exposure. Now, black tank top, eyebrows, indecent exposure. Now, moving along, as we're keeping track of this, then we went over this a little bit, which is the manslaughter and the impersonation of the police, which is right here. So we have attacking the victim with a knife, just a few years ago. Barely over 2 years ago, to be exact. Claimed to be a police officer, will serve 5 years in prison. We have that. But then we're here, okay, which is not endangering the welfare of a child. Okay, we hit that one. But as I'm scrolling down, we came to here. Now this, okay, to be fair on this one. Wait, no, it doesn't go like that. Another indecent exposure. And another indecent exposure here. People. So we have two indecent exposures. We have one endangering the welfare of the minor. Okay. Now, you may ask yourself, this is all Missouri, people. Now pay attention. Now what do we have here? 2023. Assault in the second degree. Assault in the second degree. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let me explain. So, you got a first degree, a second degree, and a third degree felony, right? And they are a huge difference in how the justice system deals with you, right? So if I was to get into a bar fight after this live ends, right? I get into a bar fight. People have to break it up. The bartender calls the police come, and they arrest either me and the guy that got into a fight or whatever. I'll probably get like assault and battery, right? Now, if I break the man's nose, or if I was to use a bar stool in the fight, it's going to go from a simple misdemeanor from assault and battery to assault with a deadly weapon, the bar stool, or aggravated assault because I broke his nose, right? So the stipulations are much different. In that example, right? The best outcome would be the first one, just the assault and battery. Now, I don't want any of those, don't get me wrong or anything, but if that was to happen, the misdemeanor would be your best option, the best outcome for you, right? Legally, right? Once you start getting assault with a deadly weapon, once you start getting aggravated assault, it is not a misdemeanor, and you probably should hire a lawyer, right? So that's the best way I can describe this, right? This charge here is in 2023, and it's assault in the second degree. Now, I don't have the discovery. I don't know exactly the details in this, but I do know that second degree felony in 2023. It's barely 25 right now. It's barely 2025 right now. She left Missouri, and she now resides in Florida. I don't know what happened, but I have a theory. Actually, I do know what happened. Let me pause this real fast. Okay. Now let's hit the comments real fast. Starlink, yeah, I'm trying to save up to get that. It's a little bit expensive. She kind of looks like Uncle Taco. That's comical. I don't see the eyebrow. I still don't get the eyebrows. Okay. So, all right. I don't know, me either. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. Or maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. Gang related, maybe. I don't know what she's trying to like line them up. It's weird. She was with her boyfriend, Penny. Okay. She was with her boyfriend with this last arrest. Looks like a 2-year-old did her eyebrows with a Sharpie marker. So she still has ongoing criminal cases and she's working with that. This is correct, Spitfire. Yes. Yes. I would like if you could probably, well, your comment is spot on, but you should probably say this. So she still has ongoing criminal cases and she's working Sebastian's case and she's, calling the FBI on YouTube comments, and everything she says Chris and Katie Proudfoot are guilty of, she has kind of did in her own life, period. That's what I think, in my humble opinion. Well, although I don't remember her saying like Katie was running around with her boobs out or forgot her pants. Or, how does a woman even get an indecent exposure? Like a dude, I could see a dude like, coming out the bar. He's drunk. He doesn't want to go to the bathroom. He whips it out. He takes a pee, a leak. There's a Karen over here. The Karen calls the police. And what do we have? An indecent exposure. Like, why can't understand to keep her clothes on? And I don't understand why she's always got something flopping out. People, pancakes. We say no to pancakes, but you cover the pancakes up. Why is there always indecent exposure? Why? How many times? I don't understand it. Showing your genitals is very weird. It's very it's very weird, people. So we have that twice. But this is the person, guys. Now, here's what I want to say, because there's actually more receipts. We have had some intel, if you will, let me say it like this. So, if you don't know, we have an intelligence agency. It's because, anybody can have one from what I'm learning, right? So we also have an intelligence agency, right? And at our intelligence agency, we have got some intel that Lady Freedom, the contradiction in that name, Lady Freedom,
It should be temporary freedom.
yeah, exactly, who has left Missouri because she was supposed to go back to court, wait for it, and didn't show up to court. Thus, why she is that butthurt when one leaves a comment that says, is she hiding in Fort Myers under Penny's video? She hates Penny for exposing the truth, and then she doesn't like people knowing where she resides, especially people with a little bit of subscribers that may or may not reside next to where she's hiding and may or may not like to take their subscribers on field trips to hang posters out in the community for awareness. People, look, I care about my community. I don't want people having to see genitals, okay, eyebrows, pancakes. You cover that stuff up, man. So I think it's important that I raise awareness, right, in the RV park around where she stays. Also, allegedly, hypothetically, and for educational purposes, I may or may not head downtown where the drug rate and crime is high and hang a few posters in the gas stations and high visited places because, look, people, Crime Stoppers is a mofo. They will tell on you for $5. They will tell on you for $5. Listen, for what it's worth. For what it's worth. If I go on a field trip and I happen to see either one of these individuals, do you think I'm not going to call Popo after this person publicly said they called the FBI on a YouTube comment? Of course, I would do that. 1000%. When other would I get a chance, right? When other would I get a chance, right, to ever be set up like this? This is like a wet dream for White Boy. Like this person sits there and tries to destroy innocent people daily. This on my channel, I push back against this all the time. Now, come to find out, you contradict yourself in everything. You involve me in it, and I get to go live. Stop it right now. Just stop it, people. Notifications on. Have your notifications absolutely smashed on and for all, because we're going on a field trip, y'all. We are going on a field trip to spread awareness. It absolutely is. Oh, miss upper thighs. You might want to rewind. So just to give you a real recap, there's 2 indecent exposures. There is 1 endangering the welfare of a child. The boyfriend has impersonating a officer. Actually, I think that's the ex-boyfriend. I'm unclear about that. Impersonating an officer, stabbing somebody. Yeah, that is the ex-boyfriend, actually, because I haven't got to the other incident. Oh, let's continue, actually, because we're not done with the receipts. We are not done with the receipts. A Southwest Missouri teen was sentenced 5 years in prison Monday in the alcohol and drug overdose death of his friend. Nathan W. Smith, 19, Rogerville, pleaded guilty to first-degree involuntary manslaughter during his appearance in Greene County Circuit Court. Smith was among 4 people charged with the February death of Jeffrey Gormley. The 16-year-old had spent the night drinking alcohol and downing the anti-anxiety prescription drug Xanax in Rogersville. So, wait a minute now. Nathan W. Smith. Wait a minute now. Nathan Smith. So you mean to tell me Nathan did 5 years for that and then another 5 for this? The contradictions here are astounding. Unfortunately, I hate to read that, but what I just read was somebody from Rogersville, 16, he pleaded guilty to first-degree involuntary manslaughter for having a part of a 16-year-old teen getting unalived. I'll repeat. Nathan pleaded guilty to first-degree involuntary manslaughter. The point of this is the person was 16 years old. I'm telling you, this lady uses Chris and Katie as her own personal life. The only thing is, Chris and Katie haven't done anything she claims that they've done. So what you have here, respondent shall be granted an abatement of child support. Respondent shall purge herself of contempt by paying the court child support by the order of contempt. I don't even know what that means, people. I know it's not good. Motion for family access hearing. Safe Haven Court. Okay. Plaintiff appeared in person pro se. Defendant appeared in person pro se. Family access motion hearing. The appeared and announced both parties have conducted their mistakes and common ground scheduled to begin this evening. Court orders common ground to begin tonight. Defendant indicates she spoke with Beverly at Safe Haven and makes oral request to have additional visitation at Safe Haven Court. Approves visitation at Safe Haven for 1 hour a week, beginning Tuesday. To complete the 2 hour a week visitation ordered in the judgment, mother to pay for Safe Haven. Defendant's request for cost of action to be taxed to plaintiff. All custody stuff. All custody stuff. All custody stuff. Anyway. People, what do we think about this? There's a lot more. I'm not really too concerned about someone not being able to pay their mortgage. I mean, at the same time, though, if they are grifting off the internet for money by attacking a family to maybe make the mortgage, that's not cool. Get off your ass, get a job, work. You know who does work? The people that you try to gaslight all the time. I've never seen something like this before, y'all. I've never seen somebody try to paint the mother and stepfather of a missing child so horrendous that the contradictions of the words that fly out of her mouth literally are the actions that's happened to her and her man. I don't even know what to say about this. I wouldn't even be talking about this. But the lady got big mad about a comment that I left, and then says, "You know what happened? What had happened was I called the FBI on a white boy. Is what I did." So she did it to herself. And people, we are 1,000% be taking a field trip to spread awareness in the community about people. I have a lady in my community that cannot keep her pants on. This lady cannot keep her pants on. She's running around naked everywhere. Okay? Hide your kids, hide your what? People, you guys know I can keep a straight face. You know I can keep a straight face. I like to do parodies. I don't know what I'm going to say to people once I make these posters. You thought it would be a good idea to call the FBI on me about a comment. And you know I like to do parodies. You know I like to do field trips. You know, lady, look, you don't make like too wise of decisions. So you want to play, no problem. We can play. Just don't get mad, right? And you don't get to tell me when to start and stop playing, right? You should have never played. I like to comment. I leave comments all over the internet. Nobody reports them to the FBI. You did. comments, guys. I think we're done here. So I don't know when we're going to go, but we're going to go. Yeah, Minnie, she's not too swift. She's not too brilliant. Yeah, Queefer, it's bad. I mean, people should just, I can't tell people what to do, but if this lady ever said, people should listen to the words she says when she's like downing the Proudfoots, and they should have enough information from this live alone to be like, well, wait a minute, you're saying that they're doing this, law enforcement's not saying this, but didn't you? You know what I'm saying? It's weird, people. It's weird.
You know that her and that dude you're reading it live together still, right?
Who?
That Lady Freedom and that dude,
Yes.
they still live together.
Oh, absolutely. They're in
Making sure you know.
So they're in an RV park. So this is very easy for white boy y'all. So here's the deal. They live in an RV park. And you guys know like HOAs or maybe like a 55 and older community. You know how like you go in there and they have like a what's that room called?
Office?
No, not an office. Come on. Whatever. That room. There's that room there. Somebody say it. Do you like my portrait? I thought I read it. I actually read it before. Did you see it? The one with they're yelling at Trump with their vaginas? I read it before. I read it on this. Not a den association. Yeah, recreation room association. Yes. So they have these rooms, right? In Florida, at least, I'll explain this. Like if you're 55 or older community, or an RV park, or a trailer park, or a module home community, you go in there. They have these like community rooms, right? And this is where like they have their little events at, concerts, this and that, speeches, playing cards, bingo, this or that. But anybody can walk in there, walk out there, posters everywhere. Posters really everywhere. I mean, let's paint the picture, right? Let's paint the picture. Let's just say that I'm there with wifey, and let's say that I even brought Penny. Penny somehow is magically with me, right? What is Lady Freedom going to do? Call the police? I don't have a active warrant out for my arrest. Who do? So good luck with that. The law's on my side. Lady, you did this to yourself. Anyway, so I think we're done here. I think you guys understand the plot, the plan, and what's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I like field trips, and this is the easiest content in the world. So I will be going live very soon. I don't know when, but I promise you I'm going to do it. Don't get all mad if it's not tomorrow. Don't get all mad if it's not Tuesday. This is a simple, very entertaining, fun live that I want to do. And as soon as I get time, it'll be done to help with the printing and cost. I appreciate that very much. Be safe around the trailer parks and Chili's parking lot. Yes, I go into these very dangerous places, people. For this is journalism, okay? Absolutely, Penny. Oh yeah, you have full permission to use it, stream it, whatever you want to do, because she does not like you. You can come. Anybody can come. Hopefully not too late. That's the thing, guys. I work 2 to 10. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have to probably get up. I'm not sure when we can do it. If I got to be completely honest with you, probably Saturday, 6 days from now. Saturday, or it depends on, babe. You want to go? We can do it before. If y'all don't see it before Thursday, count for Saturday. We're gonna do it. I'm not. We're gonna do it. We're going. Trust me. We're going. All right. Anyhow, so Lady Freedom, let her stir on that. Let her stir on that. what a moron. You know, I was gonna actually call Chris and tell him about this, but what I'm gonna end up doing is sending him this link and the link that I go live on it after I do it, right? After I do it, because Chris, again, I just want Lady Freedom to understand that if I was to send Chris this link, if I was to call Chris right now and be like, dude, this lady sits here and degrades you guys every single night, right? This and that, right? He would probably say, don't do it. Like, don't do it. He'd probably try to talk me out of it, right? So I'm going to have to tell Chris after the fact of the thing, right? After the fact. If I even send him anything. I just want her to understand that. I want her to understand that, right? So, just so it rubs in a little bit more, right? But moving along, man. So Marlena, this lady's crazy. Have you guys been watching the PG stuff and what's happened in the Summerwells community? I guess they say the Summerwells community, whatever you want to call it. This lady Marlena has been on these panels, and it's been shenanigans, guys. Massive shenanigans. Okay. I don't know why people. This is common sense. I'm gonna break this down very easy. For the trailer of this live, I tried to actually. I have a short that I made a short, right? But I'll just play it for you guys. So I was trying to create, you know, the trailer of the lives. If you ever click my lives before the live starts, I do these little trailers of videos, skits, whatever, and they're usually videos I've already made. But Marlena, Sunday's Easter. It's late this year. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, we'll be Sunday then. It's unless it's methed out bipolar strength, then you're out of luck. Holy crap! Thanks for the info. No problem. No problem, Penny. Just clip whatever you want. Do your thing. Appreciate your channel. I'm not calling you small. I'm not belittling you. What I was saying there is, why is she so worried about what you have to say? Why is she so worried about the videos that you make, right? That's what I meant by that. You know what I mean? So please, all respect. Drop your links. Drop your link. Keep on your truth. I won't, Carol. I won't. Mods, drop Penny's link. Only because this lady does not like Penny at all. The clubhouse is exactly the word I was looking for. Thank you, Miss Upper Thighs, so much. That's exactly the clubhouse. You said community, bro. I don't know why I had a brain fart. So the clubhouse. All right. Association clubhouse. Yeah. So white boy. So yeah. So Chroma Chronicles. I can't speak as far as like as of now. The chat would know more than me, but I just played that video of hers where she's talking about the not the light video, but the edited photo picture, the edited photo thing. And I was listening to some of her videos before I went live, and she's always like addressing Sean in the comments. You know, I'm putting your comment on the screen right now. She'll say, "Hello, you know, Seth, blah blah." Put his thing on the comment. But if we're being real, Seth supports anybody who harasses and talks shit about Chris and Katie. It's just what it is. Okay, it's just what it is. I don't know where the green team is with this lady after the edited photo thing. I don't know. Okay, I don't really watch this person, but we will be going live very soon. But yeah. Anyway, Marlena is another nutcase. Recently came out the blue with Prayer Garden. Okay, years after gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much, Kels. I appreciate it. If you guys are in here, if you're watching this and you're coming in late, or for the people watching the replay that uploads to YouTube, there's going to be a little segment where the screen goes black and we lose connection. Just chill. Don't go nowhere. It'll reconnect. You'll see and understand it. I'm working on it. So the Krama Reel says, hey, Sean's been in her chat a lot lately. Okay, really? What's up, the Krama Reels? I see ya. I saw that you were tagging me. And good channel over there. How is the, what does it say? How is the one? Hell no. What's up, Dolly? The real Dolly's in here. Not a problem. Sorry, chat. I just been trying to like say so much on my mind that I got to take 5 minutes to just read the chat. So yeah, the chat does know. Sean does. He is in her chats a lot. It's what I saw too. That's funny, TWD. Anyway, Marlena. This lady's been on Prayer Garden. She's on every corner lately. And look, people, let's call it for what it is. Marlena is broke right now. People have hardships. I'm not clowning her about that. That's not what I'm doing, right? But what you don't do is, because you're having financial hardships, right? You don't say, you know what? Let me plot with this creator, right? Let me plot, right? And just lie on a family in the Somewhere Else case for just because I'm having financial problems. Again, another one. Get a job. What's wrong with you people? Get a job. Holy shit, these grifters, man. So this lady thought it would be a good idea to go on Prayer Gardens, right? And just say the most disgusting things about Don and Candace Wells. I was going to do a clip on this. I was going to do a segment on this. But there's no need to. Okay? And you want to know why? Here, I'll play it right now. Here's why. I'm going to let you listen to why I'm not going to even give this lady the time of day. And I'm going to break down how Marlena is a grifting, lying piece of crap in such an easy fashion, right? And here it is, right? Here it is. Let me just do this real fast. So listen to this crap, people. Have a listen. Let's have a listen, shall we? A quick listen. This is Marlena on what she literally said to PG.
Pull up and blow their brains out and not think about it. Somebody should just pull up and blow their brains out and not think about it. Somebody should just pull up and blow their brains out and not think about it. Somebody should just pull up and blow their brains out and not think about it. Somebody should just pull up and blow their brains out and not think about it.
People, who says that? Somebody should pull up and just blow their brains out and not think about it. She's saying this on Prayer Garden's channel. In regards to Don and Candace Wells. Man, look here, guys. What I want to say is Marlena used to drop her kids off at Don and Candace's. Okay? All the time. If everything she's saying is true about Don and Candace, well, what type of person would that make Marlena for dropping her kids there? If I don't understand how people don't see this. This is clearly a grift for money. Okay? This is clearly a grift for I need some cash. How about I'll come on your panel, and how about I'll bash and make up a whole bunch of shit up if you flash my Cash App. If you promote my Cash App, have your mods drop it, this and that. It's not a hard thing, right? I have raised money in the chats before. I don't ever really do it. It's very seldom that I do it, right? But sometimes as a community, we will raise money for people who, it's very seldom that I do it, right? Other channels, how they run their channels, it's none of my business. But the point is, it's not hard, y'all. And that's exactly what Marlena did. I think it's disgusting. If people just thought of that common sense right there, right? If they just thought about, she used to drop her kid off all the time with Don and Candace to babysit, right? If everything she's saying happens to be true, what type of mother does it make her? The thing is, it's all bullshit. It's all false. None of what she's saying is true, right? Because she's not crazy. If what she's claiming is true, then why would she drop her kid there to babysit? People, it's a grift. It's common sense. And I don't want to even give a person like that too much airtime or play because it's so like generic. But babe, you have a lot more stuff than that to add, don't you? Huh? I gotta go grab a drink real fast. No? What do you know about this lady? No? I thought she did. She did? Yeah.
Her daughter used to be over there all the time for weeks at a time. They were friends. She turned into an asshole after several months.
Say it loud and they can hear you.
It's the same thing you know. Just say it.
I didn't know that. I call so damn autocorrect. Say it louder, but let me grab something to drink. Here. Say it loud. Can you guys hear? Hold on. Hold on.
Her daughter was always staying the night at their house for weeks at a time, and they were friends. After Summer went missing, she started lying and turned into a piece of shit. Like everybody else that was in their lives. They all turned on them.
Weeks at a time? I didn't know that. Yeah. So I don't know weeks at a time. I called Don and asked him about this. And what he told me is she used to always dump the kid over there. And word on the street is the lady, was it the boyfriend or her husband? I don't remember. I don't know if she has a boyfriend or a husband, but allegedly, hypothetically, and for educational purposes, the lady Marlena may or may not be on financial hard times because there may or may not be a monkey on her back. And the drug of choice may or may not be meth. I don't know, though, people. That's all alleged and for hypothetical and for educational purposes. Damn talk text. It's hard to use in chats. White boy and damaged goods really care about the children being taken advantage of this community. Each child exploit. Yeah, the talk text message that went up. I can't even figure it out. Okay, so same with Seth Rogers. He cannot be father of the century and miss all the alleged horrible abuse. Sebastian was crying out for help. Good point. I agree with you. I don't know Marlena or her history. If anyone wants to give me so she's just somebody that was she a friend? But how do they even know her? They were friends. You know what I think is for this subject, I think I'm going to do a separate video on this and actually contact Don and give some history on this lady, other than say it like a little briefly in a live. I just been hearing that there's been some traction on the YouTube streets, but people, it's very simple. So basically, she's saying, here's it in a nutshell. Marlena used to drop her kids off at the Wells house all the time to get babysat or whatever else, right? As soon as the case happened, the media is involved, right? As soon as news reporters and this and that, all of a sudden, Don and Candace Wells are these evil people, right? It was never like that until the case happened, right? This has happened with many people in their life. And it's crazy because think about that, right? Think about that out there. Imagine like it's not like your best friend or somebody you know for like 20 years, but it's somebody that you deal with on a daily basis, maybe, or just somebody that is in your life that you have some sort of relationship with. And then imagine this happens to you, right? Unfortunately, your child goes missing. There's a million things going through your head. Imagine these people, right, who are just with the weirdo things that you personally know, but they start with the weirdo stuff, right? Adding to the grief, adding to the stress, adding to everything that's going on. It's got a lot. It has to be crazy. And we've seen people like Marlena and others do that. And not only Don and Candace's life, but in a lot of these cases, right? Look at the Bobby lady, right? Living on the same street as you, right? This lady, here she goes, right? It's like a media whore aspect, right? It's like they're not influencers or creators, but they want to be on the news so bad, like a media whore. They want to like have this attention so bad that they'll say anything about the parents who are missing their children. And these are people that like are right there. It's crazy. Like Bobby's an interesting one too, because I'm sure Chris, Katie, they have to drive by each other's house all the time. And just imagine that, right? I'd be gritting my teeth, right? I'd be gritting my teeth driving by this lady like, you piece of shit. Like you just said all that bullshit up, right? To get on the news for 30 seconds or to get on JLR's channel, who's not even the news. It's just weird to me. I think it's a weird aspect, right? Just to think about. But Doug, so y'all, I want to say this before I get off and read the comments and stuff. No Thanks Investigates. For the people who remember him, right? There is a panel of creators who are clearly dealing with him that I mentioned on the beginning of this live, and they're exposing him on the TikTok streets. They could use a lot of old clips, a lot of old receipts. They could use a lot of stuff, right? If you know about Doug, if you're an OG of this channel and you remember that those exposed days, right? I sent them and they were able to get a lot of my videos, but there's creators like A Balance who have videos. There's, I think, Constant Sue. If you know any creators, right, that have videos of Doug out there, right, no matter what community he may or may not have been in, right, please get a hold of me and I can help you either get in contact with this panel, or I can send, if you send me the stuff, I can send it over to them, because I really want him to get exposed over there on TikTok. Because listen, people, Doug is a really, really big scumbag, a grifter, a scammer, a tragedy pimp who was booted off this platform, booted off other platforms. But if we're keeping it real, TikTok is a platform for the younger crowd. Okay, you don't need people like Doug over there on TikTok giving those kids influence. No way, Jose. No bueno, man. No bueno. So please, man, get me the information. I'll get it to them. I'd like to see him get exposed and ran off that one too, because the awareness is important. Is Marlena the same one that's on X? Because there are an X pushing the anti-Proud Foot. So I don't think that's the same person. Marlena is somebody that was in the Summer Wells case. I'm a queefer for $2. That goes against terms of yes, inciting violence. The Marlena thing, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. I mean, really weird. I talked to Don about her the other day. Matter of fact, I called him on my break about 8 p.m. at night. Noelle was at my job, right? Because all this is going down. People were sending us messages and all this. So Noelle was actually at the job. I came out, spent my break with her, and I called Don. And I said, Don, man, what's up with this lady Marlena? And he's like, dude, she used to drop her kid here all the time. And he started telling me other stuff. And as he's talking, I'm like, wait a minute. So if you're such a horrible person and you did all these things, what would that make her for dropping her kid off at your house? And he started laughing. He's like, exactly. He's like, exactly. So right then and there, I knew she's full of shit. But I don't think she's commented on the Proudfoots. She's not a creator. She's just a neighbor friend lady in the Summer Wells case that once the case happened. So let me say it like this. She's a neighbor acquaintance of Don and Candace Wells, right? You can't find one negative post about Don or Candace prior on the internet in existence prior to Summer Wells go missing. Once Summer goes missing, right, now they have done all these things, right? Because it's a form of clout. It's all it is. Thank you, 12 Hospital. Clue, smelly feet. Clue, smelly feet. Yeah, Forever Young, 100%. It can be. What's up, Rapper? I don't see you in here. Rapper, where you at? Is he in here? What's up, sweet one? I can't see him. I was in the Elevated Truth live yesterday for a few minutes, and I heard him cussing out Rapper, and I started laughing. Yeah, 100%. Rapper trolls everybody, man. He does not even play either. He's got like 900 accounts. I like him, man. I like him. He used to troll shit at me too. Bad. But hey, man, I fuck with him. I like him now, so we're good. But it's I know how aggravating he can be, and I've seen like so many channels. Like I'm watching Elevated Truth yesterday, and I was commenting stuff. But before I commented, I'm hearing him be like, "Fucking Rapper, don't have nothing better to do." And it was funny to me because I've been there, done all that. But he's not the first one that's done that. I've heard people like I don't remember, but every time I hear it, I laugh because he's actually good people, man. But you wouldn't know from the stuff that he says. You have to talk to him. You gotta talk to him, and I think that's where people go wrong with him. But yeah, he was wrong bad. I saw you liked my screaming the JJ meme. That's what I was talking about earlier in the live. I said I played it earlier. Was that real, Queefer? Was that real or was that a joke? That has to be a joke. So if you listen, if you guys weren't in here for the live, there was a meme that I showed. It had all these people, and it said they were screaming at Trump with their vaginas, and they're butt naked. You can't see anything; it's xed out. But they're like squatting and bending over, and they're like they're all yelling. I could absolutely see a couple of these woke creators, right, doing that for clicks and views, right? 100%, 100%. He didn't spam rate, wouldn't be so. Oh, I didn't know that he did that. Didn't know that he did that. I don't see him, and glad I don't. So listen, I did not. I love Rapper. So listen. I don't know what he said. I did not responsible for anything he says. He's in everybody's chat. This is true. I didn't know that he was doing that. Rapper's cool. It's about 50-50. Hey man, he's fucking gone hard on me on my channel. I don't mind trolls. I don't get aggravated easy with them. He used to aggravate the shit out of me. So it's comical for me when he's bothering other people because I've been there and done that. What I mean is, I've actually talked to him on the phone, right? Wifey has, right? He goes hard in the paint, people. He goes hard in the paint. And he definitely does. He definitely does. And the motherfucker still trolls me a little bit. Like we've had the whole hey, no more of this nonsense, right? And he can't help himself. Every now and then he shoots a couple at me. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? He it never stops. When Matt got locked up, he immediately started supporting my husband and started. So yeah, I appreciate that. He started going at everybody and helped. He helped wifey too. I actually appreciate some of the stuff he did because when I got locked up, they were really trying to mess with Noelle and stuff. People trying to swat my house. If you know what swatting is, and she was already going through it. I was already not around, and there were some people who contacted Noelle and they were helping us. Rapper was one of them, helping her, I should say. I always remember and appreciate stuff like that. Was 5150 pancake on that video? What do you mean? Was 5151 pancake on the video? I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Rapper is good, but he was bad a long time ago and started being my friend before Matt was locked up and was nothing but supportive to me when Matt went in. Who said that? What do you mean? I don't know what you guys. Wow, I don't know what you mean. I'm trying to read through it, but yeah. So the lady, freedom narrative, real fast recap. I don't know what her issue is. She called the FBI on me. She's green team. I think it's comical that some of the stuff that we showed. I at the same time, I don't think it's comical. I think some of the stuff that we showed is disgusting. And look, for what it's worth, I want to say this. I don't really care about anybody's prior criminal record. I need people to understand this point that I have to drive home. I don't. What's comical to me is the ego that people get of having a YouTube channel. We just hit 20,000 subscribers on this live, right? I came out the woodworks telling people about, my skeletons, if you will. This lady will die on that hill that none of this ever happened and everybody's crazy and everybody's a bully and she's a victim, right? Why not just own it? You look so silly when you don't own it. You look so silly and then you insult people's intelligence when they do dig it up, right? And then when your whole thing, right, is to make these people over here look like bad parents and that they did some foul play, when in reality, your whole existence is exactly that. then you look silly. And then you keep denying it. You keep, backpedaling. You keep doing all this. It is comical, right? It's comical. That's why Doug was kicked off this platform, right? He did the same things, right? That's why I need everybody to reach out if they have clips of Doug so I can help the people on TikTok, right? And then Marlena is a scumbag, man. But look, I'm going to jump off here, man. I want to give everybody an update. Please have your notifications on, right? Because we will be doing a field trip very soon. I promise you we'll be doing a field trip, okay? I don't know when, but you can count at it. If you don't, just understand this. No longer than 6 days. We're definitely doing a field trip, okay? 100%, right? So please have your notifications on. I'm going to jump on here. I appreciate everybody who supported with memberships or donations. And look, I really appreciate everybody who subscribes. We hit 20,000 subscribers, man. That is very important to me, man. All right, I'm going to jump off, guys. Y'all be safe, man. Be smart out here on these YouTube streets.
What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.